I put 95 grand into a salsa company I don't even run. I set it up so I get paid back every month and own 20% of it forever. Most people have no idea you can do both on the same deal. So let me show you exactly how it works. Houses, watches, mobile homes, and beef. If there's a profit margin, I flip it, and I'll teach you everything I know. Lesson number 1, get paid twice. Structure it as debt and equity. Most people think money only works one way. You either lend it and earn interest, or you invest it and you own a piece. You pick one. Well, I did both on the same deal with the same dollars. Here's how that looks. I put my money in as a loan. So every single month it comes back to me with interest, straight out of the company's revenue first. That's my downside completely covered. I'm getting paid back whether this thing takes off or not. But for putting up the cash, I also took 20% equity in the business. So if the salsa blows up and lands in 1,000 stores, I own 1/5 of all of it. That's my upside, and it's basically unlimited. And here's the part nobody tells you. When somebody needs money and they need it from you, you're not begging to get into that deal. They're asking. That's leverage. And that means you don't have to choose between safe or big. You build the deal to be both. Debt to protect you, equity to make you rich. The goal was never to win just one deal. It's to never lose and still own all the upside when it goes right. Now, there is some downside. I can actually lose my money, so don't forget about that. Just because I have debt and equity doesn't mean if the business goes bankrupt, I don't lose my money. Let me rewind a little bit because you're probably wondering how I ended up owning a piece of a salsa company in the first place. 2 people work on my farm and make unbelievable salsa. They'd built a brand around it, Salsa del Borracho, and they were already selling it at my farmer's market, and it was moving really well. They even had purchase orders from grocery stores in hand, so real demand they had. But they hit the same wall that kills most small businesses: money. The shelf life was too short to sell in retail stores and grocery stores. Additionally, every SKU that they had to go through further testing, around 30 grand just for that. And to scale, they needed to move production to a co-packer instead of their own kitchen. Containers, equipment, testing, all cash they didn't have. So they came to me. And instead of just writing a check or just handing them the loan, I did exactly what I walked you through. 95 grand as a loan at a fixed interest rate, pay back monthly out of their revenue, plus 20% equity for putting up the capital. Just like Mr. Wonderful, right? That's how a guy who can't make a jar of salsa ends up owning 1/5 of a salsa business. And stick with me, because at the end, I'll show you the move I'm making right now that could take this thing national. Hey, before I get to number 2, I've raised over $150 million for my deals. Real estate, coffee shop, farming operations, watches, everything. And I did it with one specific strategy that almost nobody talks about. I turned that strategy into a full training. Multiple videos, scripts, the exact CRM I use, the whole system. I used to sell it for $1,000, but I decided to give it to you for free because you're here with me on YouTube. No pressure, take it or leave it. Links in the description, you can grab it down below. Make sure to get it because I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep it there. Lesson number 2, know which side of the table you're on: cash, product, or hustle. This is the one most people get completely backwards. Get it wrong, and you either give away a piece of your business you never needed to, or you grind yourself into the ground trying to do everything all by yourself. Every business comes down to 3 things: cash, product, and hustle. These 2 people had 2 of the 3, an incredible product and the hustle to go sell it. What they didn't have was cash. I had the cash. What I didn't have, I can't make salsa, I'm not working a farmer's market every weekend, and I don't have the recipe or the relationship. Plus, I got a lot of things going on, so I'm not gonna hustle for this. So we combine forces. They bring the product and the hustle, I bring capital and speed. And here's the honest part. If you've got all 3 of those, cash, product, and hustle, you don't need a partner. Just do it yourself. Keep the whole thing. Don't give away equity, you don't have to. But if you're missing one, the right partner isn't a cost. They brought me in not because they couldn't survive without me, but because I could get them into the big stores faster. Speed and growth they've waited for years on their own. Figure out which piece you have and which piece you're missing. That tells you exactly what kind of deal to go make. Lesson number 3, understand what you trade when you scale. And this is the move I told you to stick around for, because the second this salsa hits a real grocery store shelf, the money changes in ways almost nobody warns you about. At the farmers markets, the margins are incredible. You make it for a few bucks, you sell it for whatever you want and keep the difference. But on a grocery store shelf, that changes big time. Right now, we're looking at about $1 of profit per unit. It might cost $3 to make it and sell it for $4. The grocery store chain takes the majority of the profit on this kind of product. That's the game. So, why do it? 2 reasons. 1, volume. A dollar times hundreds of thousands of units or millions of units is a real business. And they buy it up front. So the grocery store carries the spoilage risk, not you. That's why now I'm putting another 35 grand in. We have to buy 100,000 containers at around 30 cents a piece because US Foods is already pushing this product out to all of the buyers around the country. That's the shot at Publix, Kroger, Whole Foods nationwide. Thin margins on massive volume beats fat margins on little tiny volume. But you go in with your eyes open. When you chase scale, you trade margin for volume. Know that before you sign up for it. So that's the salsa deal. I never made the salsa and I never sold it, but I structured my money to get paid back and to own a piece. I partnered with people who had the product and the hustle I didn't, and I went in knowing exactly what I was trading to get on those shelves. That's how you own pieces of businesses you never had to start. Next week, I'm breaking down how I flipped an entire house using nothing but a credit card. And after that, an Amazon auction play most people have never heard of. So if you're serious about learning how to flip and fund anything, watches, houses, cars, coffee shops, salsa, whatever it is, hit that subscribe button right now. I drop a new story every week and everyone hands you a framework you can use on your own deals in your own life. Drop a comment and tell me, would you rather be the money in a deal like this or the hustle? I'll see you on the next one.